All right, honey, welcome to the best car show of the year. We have arrived at the Quail. You ready to go check out some really cool cars?
Absolutely, let's do it.
The real hazard of Quail is avoiding getting poked in the eye by the umbrellas. Alex has one too. How many times have you poked me?
3 times. If you hold it, then there wouldn't be any...
I look so pretty with an umbrella. All right, honey, so this is the main lawn of Quail. So you have all the different manufacturer displays all around, and then show cars in the middle. So I think we should just start making a big loop.
Sounds good.
And go see some of the cars.
Let's start with Czinger.
Czinger?
Yeah.
Czinger.
Also, most importantly, the ice cream here.
Ooh. Yeah, let's go get ice cream. We were supposed to get ice cream last night, but I passed out.
Instead, we have ice cream today.
Fault.
I'm trying to go check out the cars, and my friends are, oh, you want oysters? Oh, let's go get champagne. Cars.
Our ticket wasn't free.
Oh, that's true.
There you go.
We are here on media credentials. They are paying customers. The Quail is expensive. What's retail, like $1,600?
Depending on who you are and how important you are, they go from $1,300 to $2,000.
And it's hard to get. So the Quail is a very prestigious, difficult to attend event, but if you can get here, it is the best, which we shall now show you. All right, honey, we are starting off with Czinger. So this is an American hypercar manufacturer, low volume, super special, and as you can tell, it's crazy. This one is an exposed green carbon fiber, and the cool thing is you sit one in front of the other. So the door is just ridiculously long. Take a look at that one over there with the door up. Do you see how long that door is?
Nice, yeah.
They've got different iterations. Those look like high downforce packages with a bigger wing, the top mounted wing.
Whoa. Is this all carbon fiber?
This is all tinted green carbon fiber. And they use a lot of 3D printing, so rapid prototyping. So these components are AI modeled for optimal strength and lightweight, and they look absolutely crazy. It's like an organic shape that's molded around. You don't see that. Usually it's just angles and straight lines on a suspension component, but all of these.
Coming from a healthcare background, all I can think about are skeletons, because that's what this looks like, right?
That is really cool. I mean, if you think about a nature designer, skeletons to be structurally strong and light and everything.
Yeah.
But that is
cool.
So cool under the skin. And this thing will have a bespoke V8, makes silly amounts of power, set a bunch of different track records, so it's legitimately capable. And we've seen a couple of them driving around. They're staying at our hotel. There's a couple parked actually right next to where our room, but this is the Czinger. Not to be confused with Singer.
I was confused.
I've had it a couple times too. Somebody was like, oh, I saw the CEO and founder of Czinger, and I thought he said Singer, and we're getting really confused. So they sound similar, but very different cars.
That does not look like a comfortable bucket seat, although I would imagine that there would be padding.
They can put padding on it,
on top of
this
that,
is a stripped away,
Yeah.
under the skin look of the skeleton. We have the inboard suspension, and even there, the 3D printed metal. You can kind of tell the metal has a bit of a texture that shows it's additive manufacturing, not like a traditional cast or machine process, but this is really cool to see under the skin.
Tell me a little bit more about what some of the unique differentiating factors are for this car. I mean, I would imagine the seating arrangement.
Seating arrangement is definitely unique. The rapid prototyping is super unique. Oh man, the side view mirror's gone. I wonder what happened to this one. The seating arrangement's really cool. The power, performance, suspension, it just is in a really extreme performance hypercar. It's cool seeing actual production specs because we've seen a couple of them at Quail over the years. So we have the VMAX there, so it's got no wing, so less drag, which means that's for top speed. When you put a big wing, you have more downforce, but there is more drag, so it can't go quite as fast top speed, but it will handle better. So these are like a handling one, and it looks really cool with a gigantic rear wing, the yellow one there, and then a black, oh wait. This is the Blackbird, so exposed carbon fiber. They launched this at Quail, I think last year.
I guess thinking about aerodynamics and design elements, right? If there's a big wing, how does it counteract some of that? Is it downforce?
So downforce has to be balanced with downforce up front. So you have a big wing back here, right?
So
and you'll also see,
back here.
There's a gigantic front splitter. That is the size of a dining table up front. And then you have the canards too. So these things.
So that helps with the downforce in the front.
It matches it, yeah. Because if you just have downforce on the back, the front end would kind of be angling up, right? So you need also downforce up front.
Okay.
And this thing, when air flows over at speed,
Got it.
pushes the front end of the car. You see how much bigger the canards are, those dive planes in the front splitter, versus the top speed car, the green one in the end without the big wing.
Yep.
See how much shorter it is, right? So those
Oh,
are different.
I see.
Those are different aero packages available for the Czinger. This thing is actually really, really cool, man. It looks like a spaceship. I think it's the cockpit because the seat, like, it's so long. It gives it a really distinctive look, almost like open wheel Formula cars, because it has like the wheels and it just cuts in so aggressively, even though it is a full canopy, full body car. But this one is the Blackbird, so inspired by the SR71 Blackbird, so full black carbon, everything. Even has carbon wheels. This one's got like these aero wheels, and wow, that blue interior is very, very cool. Here we've got Touring Superleggera, and these are really cool. It's essentially like a modern, rebodied, updated coachwork version of an older car. This is an old Ferrari that has been redone with, I like those copper accents on the wheels. But you see, it's got the V12. They redo some of the bodywork. The interior has also been updated. Take a look at the gated manual shifter. Wow, that's really cool. What do you think about the interior, honey?
I love that interior.
It's cool, isn't it?
Yes.
With like the rose gold accents everywhere too.
It's very pretty.
Ferrari 550,
It's
modernized.
like a piece of artwork.
Yes, absolutely. So I've driven like the factory version of this, the gated manual. I actually, I don't know about the pedal spacing on this one, but the factory version, I had to take my shoes off because my feet were too big. And when I went to put the clutch in, I was hitting the brakes. I had to drive with just my socks. But man, that is really, really nice. Go take a look at the front.
There's only one cup holder.
One cup holder. That's a concession to luxury. Not always, supercars and sports cars don't always have that practicality. I have no idea what retail is on one of these, but I imagine quite expensive. They have both the hardtop coupe version here and the convertible over there. Gated manual V12 is never a bad combination. This is the more reserved interior. It's like a dark chocolate mocha brown with same really, really nice touches. You even have the fitted luggage in the back too. Cadillac debuted this concept earlier today, the elevated velocity, a potential preview of the future of all-terrain, V-performance, luxury, and from a design standpoint, it looks pretty wild. You have massive, massive gull-wing doors. It also echoes some elements of the, opulent velocity. That was the concept from last year. We have massive concept car wheels, the full red interior. It's got all sorts of future imagined things. It's got like red light therapy and other things too. Yeah, isn't it kind of cool?
This is really cool.
This is what concept cars should be like when they're really just pushing the potential envelope. And it's inspired by like off-road desert rally kind of stuff. Also, apparently desert polo players, which I did not know was a sport. But
it looks like everything is floating.
It does actually, it does, yeah.
Definitely
you're right.
looks like a spaceship.
More ground clearance. It's kind of that off-road SUV rally look to it. And in the back, honey, take a look at this. This is supposed to be a secured storage for your polo equipment, which I don't know how polo actually works. I know there's usually horses and a ball, and then it's for the wealthy. And then take a look at the rear lights. It's like this Infiniti look where it just goes off into the back.
Oh, whoa.
Yep, that's the elevated velocity. Take a look at these matte finish paints. We have a QX65 monograph, but this thing, QX80 terrain spec. Massive all-terrain tires, suspension lift, the roof box and the light bar. This thing is
massive.
It is absolutely.
Looks like a Defender, right? Or is the Defender even smaller?
Smaller. This thing is utterly gigantic.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh. The QX80. This is the biggest class of like SUV. So you have the Lincoln Navigator, Cadillac Escalade, QX80.
Those are comparable.
These are the big ones, and they've just been lifted for terrain spec. This actually looks really cool with these wheels and tires. And then we have a QX80 track spec.
Looks like a navy color.
Yeah.
With a light
all
blue
matte
flake.
finishes. It's the flake with the matte finish paint to it. Oh, massive quad exhaust tips. They should do this because they launched a Nismo version of the Armada. So give us a sportier version of the QX80. Clearly, people buy Escalade Vs. They spend tons of money on that one. So it definitely would be really cool to see. Although that is a very aggressive front splitter. It's like fangs. Very cool concept. We just finished some food at the Japanese food tent, which was quite good, right?
Soba noodles and fish was excellent.
Yes. And now, look who oh my God, I am going to sue you. My lawyer is going to be contacting your lawyer.
It's too bad they're the same lawyer.
Is Scott our lawyer?
Yeah.
Could you imagine Scott Smith official as a
No.
lawyer? It'd be terrifying. He'd be the grouchiest man in all of court.
Yeah.
How are you guys doing?
Doing good. How's your quail?
Quail is good. We just had food. We need coffee.
I know, we had food with you in spirit. We looked over at your table, smiled, waved, you ignored us.
Wait, actually?
Yeah. Actually, I sent you a picture. Too bad there's not enough service of just the back of your head.
Lovely. I always love it when that happens. My wife is falling asleep after 2 drinks, so we need to go find coffee. Koenigsegg has coffee. Also, behold, a field of F50s. Many, many F50s.
Those are not F50s.
No, those are, you're right. That's an F50 GT1. They're all F50s over there. There's, what'd you count, 16? 16 F50s.
I don't think that's enough.
Is that not enough? I think we need
more.
50 F50s.
That would make sense.
That'd be an
I like that.
F250. I always love seeing supercars and hypercars, and I call it Transformers mode when they open up all the various clamshells. Wow, look at the carbon underneath too. It's always cool getting to see under the skin of a car like the F50. The gated manual shifter. If you ever see one of these things getting serviced, it's terrifying because the car comes into 2 pieces, so it looks like it fell in half. But that's how they're designed to be worked on. There's actually a lot of space around the engine. This is
There's no
pretty-
trunk.
No. Practicality is not a high priority for a car like this.
So where do you put your Costco groceries?
On the roof, you get a roof rack. No, if you have one of these and you're at Costco, you have somebody in a Rolls-Royce Cullinan behind you for your groceries,
okay,
and then you
I
take
see.
the F50.
All right.
That'd be fun though, F50 to Costco. Let's go check out Koenigsegg. So Koenigsegg is a Swedish low-volume hypercar manufacturer, and the founder, Christian von Koenigsegg, is a mad scientist. They do some insane things in the automotive world in terms of performance, engineering, innovation. I've driven the Koenigsegg Regera, which is spaceship, but right now we're looking at a new Special Jesko and a Gemera, so let's go check those out because I think one of these cars could be a fantastic choice for your next daily driver.
I don't know about that.
It has 8 cup holders.
What? Are you serious? Okay, let's go. Let's go look at it.
So the Koenigsegg booth is always very, very popular because these cars are crazy and you rarely ever see them. But right here up front, the brown car is Sadir's Spear. It's a special edition of the Jesko with even more power, lightweight. It's like a track attack version. But take a look at that brown metallic paint.
That is
And
very pretty.
You like that?
Yeah, because it looks black, but then when you approach closer, you can see the brown with the flake, and the metallic paint is very pretty.
And carbon fiber on Koenigsegg's is absolutely amazing. Just take a look at the weave. Everything is carbon. And the suspension inboard down there, and the weave that lines up perfectly down the middle seam. And just the details on these cars is crazy. So to fuel up a Koenigsegg, because the fuel filler nozzle goes right there, you actually have to open this entire rear engine compartment. So you literally pull it to a gas station, and then you have to open your entire rear end like this, and that's how you put gas in a Koenigsegg.
Doesn't seem very practical.
I think it's 1,300 horsepower on gas and a bit of like 1,600 on E85, which is a lot of horsepower. And wow, that paint. This thing is pretty cool. Let's go take a look at your potential future daily driver if we make a lot of money.
Which is what?
This thing.
Wait, why would this be a daily?
Because this is the Gemera. It is a hypercar. So I think they're only doing a V8 now. They originally had another engine option, but the V8 plus the electric motors, it's like 2,300 horsepower, so double the power of the ZR1 that we were just driving. It has a roof box. You can put a roof box on it for practicality. So you can see all the luggage. The giant door there hinges forward in the same way. So it's got a dihedral door. It's got 4 seats, so 2 rows, and 8 cup holders.
8 cup holders? Okay, that will sell me on this as a daily. Where are the 8 cup holders?
So you see right there,
Oh,
4
wow.
up front, 4 cup holders.
Okay, that's cool.
And then we have 4 in the back. And
That's
it's,
nifty.
It's actually like a 2+2. You could fit 4 adults in the Gemera. This giant door hinges upward like all Koenigseggs. And of course, everything is amazing Koenigsegg details. The materials, the carbon, everything.
And the added space, the added storage
Exactly.
space up top.
Roof rack.
Is very handy.
You can put fitted luggage there, and then you also have fitted luggage for your trunk. That's, I think, 3 or 4 suitcases in the back. Like, this is more practical than my Corvette. Imagine how much you could travel with. And then, of course, you have the massive engine back here, top-mounted exhaust. Like, this.
What am I gonna do with 2,000 horsepower?
Go really fast.
Go really fast.
Go really, really fast. What do you think about the Gemera?
I think it's way more practical than this one here. What is this one called?
The Jesko?
The Jesko?
Yeah.
For sure, with the additional storage space on the roof there. But again, I don't think I'm going to have much use for 2,000 plus horsepower.
You can learn to
let's just
enjoy
put it that
2,000
way.
horsepower. But that's the appeal, because so many of these supercar hypercars, like you see in the Jesko, they're not very practical. You can bring like a backpack and that's it. But that's why the Chimera, it doesn't compromise in terms of the capabilities, design, the looks, but it's actually like usable.
I'm just thinking about day-to-day utility, right? In terms of
you could
going
daily
grocery
drive.
shopping and where to put your Costco groceries and things like that.
So is
but-
Chimera.
Yeah. Okay.
Literally to
Alrighty.
Costco. Yeah, we have a Costco executive membership and it's a perfect fit. Hi, Jeff. I'm trying to sell Angel on it as her future daily driver.
Do you make enough from YouTube for that?
No. That's why Eddie...
It's aspirational.
No.
Aspiration.
No. I didn't tell you? Eddie XXX.
Is that a ghost tattoo?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the Koenigsegg Ghost. We've got Jeff, the Koenigsegg temporary tattoo dealer. Ghost Squadron.
On your right buttock, right? On your right
One
buttock?
on each butt cheek.
Oh, you need extras?
How many butt cheeks do you think I have? Sure. Oh, I think it actually does stand for Let's F and Go. Like,
Let's F and
look.
go.
Myers, Manx, and Tuthill, some sort of crazy Baja Dune buggy monster thing with what looks like Porsche carbon buckets. What the? This thing looks like it could drive on the moon.
It looks kind of cute.
Yeah, we need this to survive Michigan potholes. This would be a great daily driver in Michigan.
I mean, how would you? I guess you just hop in.
You just hop in with the door up there. Yeah, those look like Porsche carbon buckets. That is a massive. Is that a
What is that
handbrake? I
supposed
think
to
it's a
be for?
handbrake. That big stick, you can pull it for a hydraulic handbrake to get it to like drift. Does the steering wheel come off too, like a race car?
That's awesome.
Detachable steering. This thing it's got CarPlay too. Look at that screen in the middle, honey. It's got CarPlay. What? This? Myers, Manx, and Tuthill. The Manx LFG. This
That's
is cool.
a really shallow trunk space, though. That I
This
will
is
say.
so cool.
I've never heard of some of these companies before.
They're very niche. You have to be pretty deep into the automotive world, and also we're at a very, very high-end level in the automotive world. I mean, these cars are multi-millions of dollars, and the wait list is many, many years long.
Okay.
So it's not something normal people can even touch or experience or something like that. It's a
So, is it similar to the Super Lego?
Super Legos, the touring Superleggera. Yes,
Okay.
similar kind of
What is it? What is it called?
touring Superleggera.
Superleggera?
Yes, no, Superleggera.
Superleggera.
That means that's lightweight in Italian. There's like a Lamborghini Gallardo Superleggera.
Oh wow.
I'm gonna call it
sounds very fancy.
Super
I'm
Legos.
gonna call it Super Legos.
Super
That's
Legos.
easier. So that is reimagining the Ferraris,
That was a Ferrari
and now
one.
Singers are reimagining Porsches.
These are Porsches. Do you like the color?
I love that color. I'm a huge fan of Tiffany jewelry, as you know. I thought they are not allowed to use this.
It's probably
colorway.
maybe just a tiny shade off, but it's close enough because they can't they have their color probably protected, copyrighted or whatever.
That's what I mean.
But slightly off might be okay.
This is pretty dang close to Tiffany blue.
Yeah?
That I will
Oh,
say.
I love the white wheels too. Like, look at the leather on that door. It's like layered with the stitching, and it's pink, which is pretty cool. That's an interesting color combo. And look at that exposed shifter linkage in the middle. And the dials, everything you touch is just absolutely amazing on a Singer. Let's check out this new Bugatti. I think it's pronounced the Broilard. I'm probably completely butchering that pronunciation, but it's named after a horse, if you can imagine that, right? But it's Bugatti's new one-of-one coach building program, building true one-offs. This is sort of like a Mistral coupe, but it has the W16. So that's really interesting because Bugatti has moved away from the W16. The Tourbillon, the replacement for the Chiron platform, has a V16, but this one here, as a commission one-off, still features the W16 quad turbo, a legendary engine, absolutely absurd. And just take a look at the spec on this one. The exposed green carbon fiber everywhere and the completely custom body lines. You see various elements from different Bugatti models, like the taillights look like the Mistral taillights. The exhaust tips look like the ones from the Chiron Supersport. And then you have all the other bespoke curves with that green carbon diffuser. That's the name, the Broilard. It's one of one. We have a fixed wing back here. The roof scoops, which are really cool too, kind of brings back the Veyron design touch. The glass roof, and then inside, a lot of little horse motifs, including in the shifter. Inside that shifter there, there, there's a little head of a horse made of like metal inside to I guess pay tribute to the founder's horse. And you got more things on the inside, door stitching, all of the green tinted carbon, including on the hood here, and then this matte green paint, which, I mean, here that looks pretty awesome. It looked amazing in the launch photos, the press release, but in person here at the Quail, wow, this thing definitely is going to be getting a lot of attention this week during Car Week. So what do you think of the Bugatti?
I love it.
She loves it.
It looks cool.
It's
Looks
cool.
aggressive. I don't like the paint though.
You're not a fan of that green? Not a fan of that green. Well, the good news is we don't have $10+ million to commission that Bugatti, so the paint...
Oh, is that how much it is?
Oh, I don't know official price, but it's at least 10 to 15 million. I'm
wow.
guessing for a full custom one-off, and they're launching their new program where you can custom build whatever you want. And it's for the top VIP Bugatti customers, which is already a very VIP world, right? But I think it's pretty cool. Quad turbo W16. I'm gonna come back later to drool over it a little bit more. But moving on. Oh man, this one with the white interior, that's pretty cool. It would get dirty so quickly, right?
Absolutely. It would not turn. It would not stay white for long.
But we have the proper scissor doors, the V12 out back.
There's no way the engine is exposed like that, though, right? There has
Oh,
to
yeah,
be
it is.
covering.
No.
What if it rains?
It's okay.
What, really?
Important stuff gets weather sealed, but you can, like, factory
Are you
Lamborghinis
serious?
are like this. Yeah, the Bugatti is the same way. The Lamborghini Revuelto is the same way. You can just leave it open. It's fine. Anything that is sensitive to moisture would be sealed, like weather sealed connectors, but
Got it,
this is
okay.
just carbon and metal and everything, and it's so cool being able to see the engine. This back here is for making waffles.
That's what that looks like. Frying an egg when it's really hot out.
Lexus Sport Concept. So this apparently is not the LFR. Lexus is working on a two-door sports car, supercar thing. They rent it at Goodwood. They're going to be fielding it in like a GT race series, and they're supposed to be making it a road car to compete with like the Porsche 911, the AMG GT, like sports cars in that segment. Now, this one might just be a design study concept to preview that, but if it looks like this, that is gorgeous. What do you think, honey?
Looks pretty cool.
Yeah,
it's very
doesn't
aggressive.
it?
Yeah.
Very, very aggressive. You can see elements from Lexus like the boomerang little hook front DRLs. LC500 has that very similar design look. I think it's a drone up there, honey. It's got like little propellers. I think that might be like a drone. They're like throwing those on concept cars. Behold, the Lamborghini Sesto Elemento. It stands for sixth element carbon because it's all exposed carbon fiber. This was one of the earlier Lamborghini few-offs where they build just a couple of them. And this one actually was never road legal originally until recently. It's actually Gallardo-based. Usually they're based off the V12s, but this one is the V10, and it is just ridiculous spaceship. Like, you don't really see these. Only time I've actually seen one of these, honey, was at the Lamborghini Museum. So everybody's like been freaking out about this car being here. It's been like road legal converted, I guess, so you can actually, it's been driving around during Car Week, and it's crazy. Like, you can tell the weave is different than modern day carbon. This is actually a long time ago in the scheme of things.
The headlights look comically small.
Yeah, they do actually, in proportion to the rest of the car.
Yeah.
Tiny little triangles. Like, there's no dashboard. Just, you have this like carbon fiber scaffold and then the forged carbon structure underneath, and that just opened. That would be practical. You can put stuff in there, right?
Yeah, I was gonna say, is that to maximize storage or something?
Lightweight. They aim to make this as light as possible. Like, look, it doesn't have actual windows. This is race car stuff. That little like plexiglass slider opens, and that's it. The window does not go down.
Can you imagine ordering your Starbucks and trying to fit
shove
your
it through that
Starbucks
tiny
order
little
through
thing?
that tiny little hole?
So they were trying to go as lightweight as possible. The entire body is carbon fiber. Like, that side view mirror arm is crazy. I know. The wheels have these carbon inserts too, center lock wheels. And then the V10 back here, all the hexagonal little motifs, which is the big Lamborghini styling cue. And then the rear is crazy. You can see the back of the transmission, the Octane collection, and it's all just open. Various pieces of carbon fiber structure back here. You can see the V10, and pretty much the entire rear tire is fully exposed. But there it is, the Lamborghini Sesto Elemento. Do you see what that is? That's the exhaust. Right there, underneath that rear wing. So this was supposed to be like literally a track-only race car, and somehow they've kind of like quote-unquote road legaled it so you could drive it on the road. Probably wouldn't be that comfortable, but it looks wild.
something we can afford.
Oh yes, the only vehicle on display here at the Quail that we can afford that we actually bought is a Porsche Macan over there. Super Veloce. So the SVJ drives it, but I really love the way the SV looks. It's like the pure SV, the pre-refresh.
Food. Super what?
Super what?
Super ceviche?
Super ceviche?
Super ceviche egg yolk?
Super Veloce is SV. It means really like super fast.
Okay.
And then Super Veloce Yota is SVJ. It's like the
just
track
hearing
version.
egg yolk.
Egg
Okay.
yolk? Oh my gosh, honey. What do you think about the styling?
Different.
It looks kind of
But-
insect-like to me
Yeah,
up
I
front.
was literally just gonna say that. Kind
Yeah.
of like a beetle. I
Like
don't
a
know.
beetle?
Yeah.
It's pretty crazy. Doors that go up are just better. We have the 4-leaf clover, which is like Alpha's performance little icon.
The paint is cool.
Love the gold wheels. Oh yeah, the red. Relatively minimalistic interior, but I like the etching on the metal. It almost, I wonder if that's 3D printed. That's pretty cool. It almost looks like it was additive manufacturing for like you see around the steering wheel and
Yeah.
the trim pieces across the dash. This Countach has a rather famous owner, Doug DeMuro. Cars and Bids, and this afforded him a Countach. Respect. All right, this Carrera GT is owned by the guy that owns the dealership that we bought your Macan from.
Oh, really?
Harper Porsche.
Oh, yeah, there you
Harper
go.
Porsche. That's where we picked up your
The
Macan.
Macan.
It's cool. This is a prototype Koenigsegg from years and years ago. You see how the doors rotate forward just like on the Jesko,
Yeah.
the other Koenigsegg we saw? This is an early prototype, a CC prototype. That's a bare bones interior for sure. And you have the early mechanism for the dihedral doors. It's definitely a lot prettier on the modern cars, but it's really cool to see how the evolution of Koenigsegg came from this to now the latest things with the Jesko and the Chimera and all of the latest hypercars. That's the founder and owner of
Oh, cool.
Koenigsegg. That's Christian von Koenigsegg. He is a genius. He is an absolute genius.
Do you know him personally?
No. I've
you met
talked to him a couple
Oh, you've
times,
talked to him?
and he's really cool. Like, he doesn't know me from a random stranger on the street, but like he's actually like taking time to chat with me about the cars when I've actually met him, which is really, really cool. So this was a different color originally, and it got sent to Lazante. Lazante is this like company in the UK where they essentially redo some of these cars, and this became a Spider. So the
Wait.
P1 was only ever a coupe, and now they were able to convert it into a roofless version, and it matches his Elva. But this used to be, I think, the Professor Blue one, which I actually saw at a car show many, many years ago.
Why does this one have a windshield and this one doesn't?
Because this was the Elva. This was designed to be a speedster from the factory. This one, the P1, got converted into, P1 is a
Oh, I
coupe.
see. Okay,
We've seen a couple of those, right? It got converted into a convertible.
Got it.
Golf livery. I kind of miss the previous look, but P1 Spider, that is pretty unique. I don't think it has a roof mechanism, so it's just top down only. There is no like convertible mechanism
okay.
that you can put up. We
The
have
amount of bugs you'll eat going.
that's
really
the
fast
Elva.
is that.
If you drive the Elva
That's what
while
I
wearing
mean.
a helmet, you're gonna just get bugs
All
to the
the bugs.
face. We've got the Revuelto with the
I really like the
wild color shift paint. This is paint, not a wrap. It's a very, very expensive paint option, and this thing, though every angle you look at it, it's
a different
changing.
color.
Yeah, it's so cool. This is a really, really cool finish. Some of the
It's
Lamborghini.
like pink, green, and purple, and gold.
Yeah. And just look at where the sun's hitting it, you get a different flake, and if you change angle, it completely changes too. So these like Lamborghini paint flip options are so cool. It's a very, very expensive option. It costs as much as an entire other car to order it in this kind of paint, but if you're spending Revuelto money, why not go all out on a
Might as well.
really, really
Might as well add
crazy
another
spec?
60 to 100 grand.
Yeah, what's an extra $100 grand when you're already spending $600,000+? Let's take a look at what Corvette has revealed here at the Quail. Two concepts along with a special edition of the ZR1X. Starting here on the right, we have a 59 Corvette Stingray Racer kind of showing the heritage and history of the Corvette design. So the CXR here on the right is actually going to be available in Gran Turismo. Actually, I think both of these are going to be downloadable in the video game for you to play. Now, again, these are concepts previewing possible future Corvette look. This one has the race car. We have the gigantic rear wing, and this one apparently would have an engine in it. It's got a V8 along with the electric motors. Crazy race wheels here, a massive rear diffuser. The taillights that come back in there. You can see the carbon like suspension components underneath, full slick tires. This thing is insanely wide, and that diffuser is pretty wild. Now this one here, more relevant as a design study for potential future road-going Corvettes. So right now, my generation Corvette, honey, is the C8. And this is called the CX. It's just supposed to be like future, not necessarily the C10, because it would be a C9 theoretically next. But if the Corvette goes in this direction, it's pretty supercar, hypercar looking kind of stuff. The massive rear wing here, all of the forged carbon, enormous rear diffuser. I love when like cars at this level start using open space, because you can see like the entire rear tire there through the bodywork. The diffuser for channeling air. Now this one, as a concept, is supposed to be all electric. They say like 2,000 horsepower, all electric, motor on each wheel for torque vectoring. Look at that, you can see like right through there, the entire suspension component, the tire, the CX concept. Big wing hanging off the back of it. I just got asked if I wanted to see the canopy open. This man has a cell phone with an app that can open the canopy. That's cool. I like to call this kind of thing Transformers mode. It's like a spaceship gradually opening. A little bit of animation on the headlights there too. That's wild. Gives us a better look at the interior too. And this entire canopy includes the front fenders, the entire hood, essentially that frontal area. With the steering column telescoping in. That steering wheel looks like it might as well come out of a video game. I mean, look at that. More forged carbon. The entire pedal box is moving with the steering wheel there. The seats are just molded into the tub. Active rear wing, so this is it going down. Kind of nestles down in there. It's like a two-stage motion, and it really sits much more flush with the bodywork. Angel decided to head back to the hotel to get some rest, and the show is wrapping up soon. They're about to do awards, so let's do a loop around the Quail, because there's a couple cars I haven't had a chance to see yet, so let's go check them out. This is one of the entrances that you come in, and one of the first things you're gonna see is an Aston Martin Valiant. Thing looks brutal. A lot of cues from the older Aston Martins, especially the front end here. Some pretty wild looking wheels too. And, you know, cool thing, manual transmission. Dunlop has a 935, the Mazda 787B, we've got a ST here, the Czinger that we checked out earlier. And then on the other end, we do have Koenigsegg. Oh yeah, something cool about Czinger is you buy one of those and you get this enormous box of parts that you can swap off of your car to kind of change it up. Maybe you want a different feel. You want the whale tail in the back. It's like that kind of thing. Like look at that packaging matching the spec of the car. Are all the F50s leaving? That's another F50 driving away. Alex has a pre-refresh Vantage, which you love, driven that thing a lot. I gotta say, this update though, I absolutely love.
It's like a baby 177.
Yes,
and
yes.
177 is one of my favorite Aston Martins prior to like Valkyrie Valhalla.
1,000,000%. Yeah, it's gorgeous and it's crazy fast. It drives awesome. I like the new interior. So you know, in a couple years, upgrade, or just jump straight to the Valhalla, because let's go check that thing out. Like, giant butterfly door up. I like the spec on this one with the exposed carbon up front, the lime green accents here. The Aston Martin logo is etched in. It's not like an actual badge, weight savings, but look at that exposed carbon fiber weave. I love the carbon side view mirrors too, and then the interior with the carbon buckets molded in. Tons of forged carbon on this one. An Aston Martin proper supercar with a massive hood scoop there, top mounted exhaust with the AMG Source twin turbo V8, an absolutely ridiculous rear diffuser too. Again, all exposed carbon fiber. And I love also a lot of these newer, more extreme cars, there's so much more of a cutout around that rear wheel where you can see a significant portion of the rear tire sticking out behind the bodywork. And then you have those little pieces right here that kind of evokes a Formula One car with the floor, the edge pieces that generate more downforce. So Aston taking some inspiration and knowledge maybe from their actual F1 race cars and applying it to future road-going supercars and hypercars. This is actually a really, really big door opening compared to even other butterfly door cars. I think it's because almost this entire roof panel is coming off when you open it up, hinging upward. But oh my gosh, take a look at all of that forged carbon. The mix of forged carbon and woven carbon is pretty cool. Steering wheel looks race car-y with like the flat bottom and flat top. Pretty cool. Checking out the Aston Martin Valhalla. Behind me over my shoulder is Valentino Balboni. He's been here, I've actually seen him a couple times here at this event. I got to take a photo with him one year, so that's pretty cool. And then there goes Christian von Koenigsegg. So That's what happens at this event. You're just walking around. One year, I think I saw Paris Hilton too. All right, so Gunther Works has released another utterly epic vehicle. This is the F26. They will be building 26 of these, and it has their signature redesigned look. The sculpting of the body, the carbon fiber, the engineering is beautiful. And what's even cooler, if we come back here perfectly, we have the engine compartment open. It's gonna be 1,000 horsepower. 1,000 horsepower, this thing weighs, I think they said like 2,700 pounds, so that is a blistering power to weight ratio, and of course it looks utterly fantastic. I love the detailing on Gunther Works, from the taillight, the carbon fiber there, the exhaust tips. The interior is also amazing. Take a look at those carbon buckets, the F26, and like the carbon detailing everywhere. Peter just goes, jump in. Of course, I'm gonna jump in to the F26. These carbon buckets with like the molded padding here. All right, let's hop in. Actually, it wasn't too difficult to hop in. We've got a drive mode dial right here, nose lift, so concessions to practicality. And I love the wooden shifter ball right here. Such a contrast to the rest of the interior, which is all like metal and carbon, and it's like super sleek and modern. You have a little touch of warmth here with the shifter and the linkage. Oh, that is really cool. With Gunther Works, you can have a phone dock right there, can control all sorts of different things. But this is actually very, very spacious. I'm very comfortable. But then all the details, everything looks pristine. I've been in factory 993s, and I mean, they're older Porsches, right? But it's really cool feeling the ultra modernized version here. F26, I can't imagine driving this thing. 1,000 horsepower, 2,700 pound curb weight, must be a rocket ship. One more moment to appreciate the engine compartment, the fan, and then all the carbon fiber. 4-liter twin turbo, 1,000 horsepower. And if you see back here, there's some turbos poking out with the exhaust tips right there. I would love to drive this thing. I cannot imagine. I want to drive a Gunther Works overall. Got to try to make that happen. It is so cool getting to see more specs on various Gunther Works cars. Customer cars are being delivered. They started off with naturally aspirated ones, then the turbo one previewed by that orange Project Tornado. Now the F26, which is going to be crazy. And then over here we have a turbo. I think this is a customer, maybe a customer one, but a cool coppery color to it. I absolutely love the way this car looks. It is amazing. Every single detail, every curve, the aggression, the modernization. Yeah, Gunther Works might be my favorite of the Restomod updated reimagined Porsches. It is really cool seeing where Hennessey has gone from modifying vehicles, right, to building the Hennessey Venom, and then you have now the F5, a bespoke, ridiculous hypercar that can hang with the European hypercar manufacturers. It's seriously impressive. Love the fender here too, with all the vents so you can see the tire through it, the front dive planes and splitter. Yeah, this is a really, really cool vehicle, because this one has a gated manual shifter. Look at that, one of one F5 with obviously a gigantic rear wing, a ridiculously powerful twin turbo V8 out back. Man, this paint is also a really cool finish, but gated manual shifter makes it an even more special experience, I can imagine, because you have the power, the speed, the downforce, add the shifter in, you have the engagement. That is a cool hypercar. We are properly running out of time. Cars are leaving. What time is it? Oh, the show is over, so cars are allowed to leave now, so we need to just wrap up our final run through. I haven't gone and seen the Ferrari Fenomeno either.
Ferrari?
Sorry, my brain is fried. Yeah. Lamborghini Fenomeno, which...
Phenomenal?
It's phenomenal.
You know what it sounds like?
What?
Batman and Phenomenal. It sounds like a superhero name.
We have the winner's circle here, the Koenigsegg CC prototype, all the various classes. That is a very cool 300 SL with the paint matched wheels. So they all pull in here. Oh yeah, actually we need to check this out. This is like an old NSX, like one of these, had like 400,000 miles or something, and it had a custom body created to look like what the NSX could be based off of the concept. So this is, I believe, actually going for auction, but this thing is not, as you can tell from the interior, what the newest generation of NSX actually was like. So really cool fun fact, they have it on display here, but an actual movie car. Look at the plate, Stark 33. That is pretty cool to see. Now, the new Lamborghini Fenomeno, I think that's how it's pronounced, the newest Lamborghini Fuel, following in the steps of vehicles like the Reventon, the Centenario, the Sion, which were based off of the Aventador, and the Murcielago for the Reventon. This one is based off of the Revuelto. So it's a Revuelto, but completely redone. New styling, upgraded power. This is the most powerful and fastest Lamborghini ever made. A bit more power than a Revuelto, which with the hybrid with V12 is 1,001 horsepower. This was 1,065, I think. And the styling, it's definitely Lamborghini look. It's crazy vents and triangles and angles. And take a look at those taillights. That is signature Lamborghini styling with the Y motif and an utterly massive center exit exhaust, which is drawing inspiration from the Temerario. That's a new styling look. So if you see here on the new baby V8 Lamborghini, the big hexagonal center exhaust, which is up top. They've done like the hexagonal exhaust before, like the Aventador, but it's further down, right? Here, center mounted, the huge Y taillights. You can see the engine bay back here, so all bespoke bodywork. This would be similar to the other hardcore Lambos where you actually have the little key to turn this, like on the Huracan STO, the Cofango, where you kind of have to unlock it and pull it off. But now GMA, because GMA has the T50 now. Remember, Gordon Murray, the father of the McLaren F1, a legendary car. So 3-seater, crazy high revving V12, manual transmission. They have 2 new cars, 2 special vehicles coming out with the Le Mans GTR. In fact, this looks to be a concept vehicle. Yep, for sure. Like there's no interior. This looks completely conceptual here. The Le Mans GTR, which is definitely cool. But you know what's even cooler is what's over here on the other side. This thing, look at the side profile. That's a modern day F1. That seriously looks like a McLaren F1. That rear end really does evoke the F1 with the quad circular taillights there, but modernized. Quad exhaust down here, massive tires. Oh, that kid is just putting his fingers all over the car.
No, you missed when he threw his army figure on it.
We got the GMA T50 opened up here. You can see the rear fan, the carbon blades, the exhaust routing back here, and then the storage. It's very practical. You can actually fit like a decent sized piece of fitted luggage in there, and then the V12 back here, the Cosworth V12 revving to it's like 12,000 RPM. And the 3 wide seating, the central seating, just like the F1, the shifter there, everything is central mounted. You have the 2 little screens on either side, and you can bring 2 friends in the GMA T50. All right, the event is essentially over. Pagani is pulling off the Huayra R from their display. We got a Zonda R in blue carbon, another Huayra R over here. Everything is shutting down. That is Quail. Well, there we go. That is the Quail. As you can tell, this is an absolutely amazing event. A little bit overwhelming at times because there is so much to do, so much to see, so many cars, the most prestigious manufacturers in the world, some of the rarest cars in the world, the most extreme supercars, hypercars, classic cars, race cars. There's food, there's drink, there's friends, people. It's just epic. It's my favorite event of the year, even though it can be a little bit stressful and overwhelming trying to capture content, running around, trying to film around people, music, all of it, right? Been here since pretty early in the morning. The show is long over now. All the cars are pretty much left. There's a black F50 right there idling and warming up, but it is time to leave. I tried to enjoy it a little bit more this year, actually sit down, try some of the food, spend some time with Angel as we walked around and checked out some of the cars. But I mean, I could have spent another 4 hours here, but my feet hurt, I am exhausted, but what an epic event. That's the Quail, giving you a glimpse of some of the coolest new supercars and hypercars to come in the next year. Hope you guys enjoyed this vlog. Thanks for watching.